Hello, so today I want to make a map using census data. And if I go to this website, data.census.gov, I'm going to have at my fingertips all the data that the census collects and available for tables. And in this case, what we're more interested in is in maps. So if you go to data.census.gov, after you get on there, click on Maps. That's going to take you over to their mapping platform. What I'm interested in is trying to see if I can make a map of educational attainment by county in Texas. So if I click on select, that's going to allow me to filter. So basically the way this map works is everything is being filtered out from the main data set. So if I click on select, I'll be able to select the location that I'm interested in mapping. So I'm selecting Texas. And then after, let's go ahead and look up that educational attainment. So I have my counties of Texas. Let's see if I have here educational attainment. And the idea here is I want to see how many people in Texas have bachelor's degrees. So normally what you want to do is look at populations over the age of 25, and because that gives a time for, because you don't want to count people who haven't had a chance to go to college yet. And so I'm going to go here with population of 25 or over with bachelor's degrees. If I go down here, you can see how much different ways they break it up. And I prefer, as opposed to working with totals, I prefer working with percentages, because that's going to help us compare rural counties with urban counties. And so here's the percent of bachelor's degrees age 25 or over. So I can see in Texas the percentage is at 19%. So 1 out of 5 people have a bachelor's degree. So that's actually pretty amazing when you think about it. Whenever you finish your degree, you'll be one of the 1 out of 5 people in Texas that would have a bachelor's degree. Now, whenever I go after that, I don't want to map it by the whole state. I want to see something more detailed, see like differences in counties and so forth. And so I'm going to go here and I'm going to drop this down by counties. So now it's letting me choose profiles of each county. Let's see Harris County, for example. If I compare Harris County to what I just saw of 20% having bachelor's degrees in Texas, in Harris County, bachelor's degrees is set at 32%. So actually Harris County has almost 12% more of the population having bachelor's degrees, showing that it's a little bit higher educated versus the rest of Texas as a whole. If I compare that with, let's say, rural Texas, let's go somewhere in Texas Panhandle, Borden County, wow, 40%, even higher. I was not expecting that to be the case. Well, that's a little bit more than I was expecting. Let's go with Rio Grande Valley, 19%. No, here. Go back over here to counties. Let's try out Duval County. So here we're at 9%. So you can see how there's some disparities between the numbers of bachelor's degrees. We have 9% in one, Harris County we had 30%, over in Borden County we had 40%. So these numbers are showing that there's a variation. And so the best thing that we could do is try to map that variation out. So to get a better map of it, we're going to clear the geos. And instead of going through and selecting individual counties, for example, to get information, and that's what we were just doing, what I want to do instead is draw a box around Texas. So if I go here to the select tool and I go and draw a box around Texas, and why not some of the surrounding states in the Southwest. What's nice is you get now a choropleth map, and so now we actually start seeing this variation going on. And so what we're noticing here is that we have really high levels of education. Central Texas area here around Houston, Dallas. This is surprisingly high as well. And then we have some areas of very low percentages of education. And you can see this kind of rural-urban divide happening, with the exception of some places like Borden. But many of these places, you can see the choropleth map. Remember, a choropleth map is going to be a map that shows the percentage, or just a quantitative value as a color scale. So here we have a darker value for educational attainment. We can also try other information besides educational attainment. We can try income. So let's try income and see if there is a correlation between total household income and educational attainment. Well, look at these income areas. Where are you expecting in urban areas having much higher income? Well, this is a total population, so we need to actually be a little bit smarter with how we're doing this. Sorry, this was total pop. Of course, this is where we're going to have this, but we should go here to household percentages. So go down to the percentage. Oh, sorry, income, median income. That's good. Let's see here what we got going on here. We just want the median income. Here we go. So here's the median income within this area of Texas, and you can see the urban areas highlight up again. And here's Borden, surprisingly really high. But you can see here the median incomes are quite high in these urban areas. And again, this is just a different type of a map, but the same choropleth principles work here. Anyways, what I want you to do is look for your own trend that you find interesting, and then whenever you find that, just go ahead and do the print. And whenever you do print, you'll get an option to save it as a PDF. Save your map as a PDF, and then you go ahead and submit that. Anyways, I hope you have fun exploring the census data.